There was once a blind man who wanted to visit Texas. He decided that he would travel there by train and get to the train station and was taken to the first class. He had a very luxurious place to sit, and he said in a loud voice, "Wow, these seats are really big." He suddenly hears a voice saying, "Everything is big in Texas." So he finally arrives in Texas and goes to a bar. He sits at a table where another person was sitting, a very beautiful young woman. The man orders a beer, and after waiting a while, he gets the mug placed in between his hands. The man says in a loud voice, "Wow, these mugs are really huge." The lady sitting next to him thinks that he is talking about her and slaps him in the face really hard. The man, confused, asks, "What was that?" "I was only admiring the size of these mugs," showing the mugs in his hands. The woman gets really embarrassed and apologizes to the man, but then also says, "Well, everything is big in Texas." The man finishes his beer and now wants to visit a bathroom. He asks the bartender where the toilet is, and she says, "Second door on your right." The man, after the beer, is slightly intoxicated and counts all the way up to 3, and by accident goes inside to a room with a jacuzzi. As he walks in, he falls into the jacuzzi by accident. He gets really scared and starts shouting, "Don't flush! Don't flush!" A man finds himself in solitude in a bustling airport lounge, patiently awaiting the announcement of his next flight. Suddenly, a stunningly beautiful young woman strolls into the area and chooses to sit at the table adjacent to his. Observing her attire and demeanor, he surmises that she is likely an off-duty flight attendant, perhaps returning home after a long trip. Seeing an opportunity to strike up a conversation and perhaps impress her with his supposed knowledge of the airline industry, he decides to attempt to correctly identify the airline she works for by using their various well-known mottos. Leaning over subtly towards her, trying to appear casual and confident, he softly utters the British Airways slogan, "To fly, to serve." The young woman simply offers him a blank, uncomprehending stare, showing no sign of recognition. He leans back in his chair momentarily, slightly stumped, but quickly conjures up another airline motto in his mind. Once again he leans towards her, this time delivering the Air France slogan with a touch of flair, "Winning the hearts of the world." Yet again, she merely stares at him, her face etched with a hint of confusion and perhaps a touch of annoyance. Not one to be easily deterred, he decides to make one more attempt, hoping that this time he will hit the mark. He leans towards her a third time, choosing to recite the Malaysian Airlines motto, "Going beyond expectations." The woman, now looking at him with a growing annoyance and a hint of exasperation, finally snaps, "What the heck do you want?" The man, taken aback by her sharp response, replies sheepishly, "Oh, I was just trying to guess if you worked for American Airlines."